Howdy, we on this Who Does This Be Voltage? And, well, it's time for another Death Arena video. Because I personally haven't done a Death Arena video in about, well, long enough. So I'm going to do Jane the Killer versus Tico Toby. I know who Jane the Killer is, but Tico Toby, I've got no damn clue. I know these are both Creepypasta characters. Jane the Killer's like Jeff the Killer, but I'm pretty sure she's weaker than Jeff. I mean, honestly, they both kind of suck in combat, like in strength and combat stuff all over. Also, I can't have my thing too super loud because it's still only, let's see, 7 in the morning. So yeah, it's really bright for being 7 a.m. right now, and it's just in March. I'll take it. I like having early sun for once. After having, in my area of life, winter was pretty fucking rough. We had a lot of snow this winter. I mean, I live in New York, central New York, so yeah, that does make sense as to why I got a lot of snow. And I heard maybe at the end of the month, Ganon versus Sauron might come out.
Monsters, and some of them have either a counterpart or minion.
Oh god.
And these two are prime examples of such.
Is
Jane the Killer, the hunter of Jeff the Killer,
and
TICCI Toby, the sadistic proxy of Slenderman.
oh,
These two killers have a lot
you're
off of,
friends
so
with
for this battle,
Slenderman.
we're
Like,
going to composite them.
how the fuck did you make friends with Slenderman?
It's time to see which of these
That just
teenage
seems very,
killers will
very, very
survive in the battle of
impossible.
death.
Because Slenderman is.
Born as Jane, Arkansas, Jane the
Never
Killer
mind.
seemed to have been living a normal life in a normal, suburban neighborhood. She had a good
Natural
life,
killer.
parents, and she was living well. Everything was just
Strength
fine.
4,
That is until
Speed
some
4,
weirdo had
Durability
moved into the
5,
house
Power
next to her along
3,
with
6,
his family.
6, and
This
8.
kid was Jeffrey Woods, who would later become Jeff the Killer.
Like I said, not
Jane
exactly
used all
the
of the events
best
that
on
happened to Jeff and
combat
his family before
skills
Jeff went
and
insane.
all her
Though she was
stats.
a lot more helpful than Jeff was during this time. She was able to actually call the police when the house was set on fire, because apparently no one had decided to do that, except for the girl across the street, and she went in to go help anyone caught in the fire, though when she saw Jeff on fire, on the edge of death, she passed out. When everything had blown over, and she came back home from the hospital after receiving a nasty bump on her head, her parents would be invited over for dinner at the Woods house. This was when Jeff had went insane, and killed his parents, his brother, and Jane's parents. Jeff would later go off to Jane's house to kill her too. But Jane survived, with a burnt body. Some sources say that Jane the Killer was actually
Knife
given
mastery,
special
enhanced
abilities by
senses,
unknown
enhanced
forces
strength,
to make up
enhanced
for the
speed,
pain she
healing
had gone
factor, and
through,
tracking
and for
skills.
the sense of eyesight she had lost in the fire. These
So,
unique abilities
basically,
include
most
enhanced
natural human
durability,
abilities, I
enhanced
guess,
senses,
if they work
can
hard
regrow
enough.
limbs, has great tracking skills, and greater speeds.
Eh.
She can keep up with Jeff the Killer no matter how much of a head start he gets. Not only that, but Jane also has a sixth sense. Electromagnetic reception.
Oh.
Over the years, she has been an expert with her knife, and her tracking skills are incredible. She can track down Jeff the Killer and stalk him. Even with her impressive abilities, she is still a normal human being, and she does have her weaknesses. While she does have a high pain tolerance, this can mean that she doesn't know when to stop fighting, or when she needs to retreat. And while it's still not much of a problem, her eyesight is still awful. Her senses can only help her so much. Though, Jane is still a girl that you wouldn't want to mess with.
I would
Overall,
say.
Jane the Killer is a skilled rival to Jeff with amazing senses and abilities. However, she is not invincible, and can be overpowered.
Don't go to sleep. You won't wake up.
Toby's childhood wasn't really the best one a kid
Cocked
could have.
back a shotgun.
He was born with multiple different mental illnesses.
Proxy of Slenderman,
Stuff like
Tobias,
Tourette
Aaron
syndrome,
Rodgers,
where he would
age
switch a lot when
17,
given
and
the name TICCI Toby from all the kids around him.
his
But
stats
when
are a
he was
bit more
17, things took a turn for the worse.
interesting because he's got
Both
3
Toby and his
7s,
sister
2
ended up
3
in a
5s,
car
and 1
crash,
6.
which resulted in Toby's sister dying in the
This is an
hospital.
actual kind of close fight,
Toby's mental health
which
just
is
ramped as
surprising.
his dad became super abusive. But finally, Toby had a run-in with the tall and faceless demon, the Slenderman. He managed to walk away, but this came with some bad side effects as Toby started dreaming of his dead sister and voices telling him to kill his dad. In the end, Toby killed his father, and then he lit the whole neighborhood and forest on fire, and just waited to die. However, Slenderman had other plans. And that was turning Toby into one of his proxies. Toby uses many different types of weapons. Stuff like axes, knives, or anything else good for killing.
So he's also better
Speaking of it,
weaponry-wise than
Toby
her.
usually
2
carries around
hatchets,
a kitchen knife
gasoline
and
matches,
two hatchets,
enhanced strength,
each being
stealth,
different colors,
pain
causing the need
immunity,
to make
and
sure which
limitless
hatchet is
stamina.
which. One is a new hatchet with a bright orange handle and a
So
shiny
both
blade,
these two
while
are
the other is an
basically
old
immune
wooden
to
handle
pain.
with a dull
Okay.
blade. He also uses gasoline and matches to light stuff and people on fire. Toby is extremely stealthy and uses this for killing, and is
That'll be
basically
useful
able
from
to
the
kill with
stealth,
pain.
I think, is the
But
key
this doesn't
factor.
mean he can't be hurt, it is just pain doesn't affect him. Toby has some powers up his sleeve: immunity to soul manipulation, and near-limitless stamina.
Hmm.
He is also given Slenderman powers, although it is important to note that the amount of power Toby is given is unknown. Toby is strong for a kid his age. He can easily overpower full-grown adults, and is strong enough to behead people. Not only that, but he is able to survive car
Also,
crashes.
I ended up
He can match and even
technically
surpass
watching
Jeff the
Elimination
Killer in
Chambers
speed.
yesterday for
Jeff
WWE.
is fast enough to outrace
John Cena and
bullets.
Bianca Belair
Despite
both
being a
won them.
psychopath, he is
Pretty
incredibly
good.
skilled in
I'm pretty happy
surviving,
that John Cena won
combat
the one.
skills, and
He
building
gets to
new
go to
weapons.
WrestleMania face Cody Rhodes.
Toby obviously has one of the biggest setbacks: his sanity. Toby isn't really all that good in the noggin, and Toby is still a kid with clear physical limits to his strength, durability, and speed. His tick also hinders his intelligence from time to time. But Toby has proven some of the greatest things accomplished for a little killer for his age. Overall, TICCI Toby is a
Psychotic
psychotic
teenager who's
teenager who is
extremely
extremely
skilled in
skilled in
surviving killing
survival and
keys,
killing.
unstable
He is
to feel
unable to
pain.
feel pain and can withstand a lot of punishment. However, his mental state is highly unstable.
That might be the one thing that makes him lose, is his mental state being unstable compared to James. But I guess we're gonna find out in this battle. So let's go.
Let's get ready for combat. This battle will take place in a
My winner
warehouse with
pick,
no prep time.
I
With that being said,
I
it's
have to
time
say
see who
TICCI
will
Toby.
survive in the arena
I
of
think
death.
his stealth is going to be the main key factor as to why he wins this. Plus his better weaponry. Why are you using Ganondorf and Lucina's voices for these two characters? Seriously? Because that is clearly Ganondorf. And that is clearly Lucina. I'm not stupid. I know my characters from Smash Bros. Is she out? Look what I said. I said TICCI Toby would win and I was right. And man, that was a fast fight.
I guess Jane won't be able to get her revenge on Jeff.
Yeah.
This battle was rather interesting. Both killers were skilled in combat, but Toby's superior speed and reliant immortality gave him the victory. Keep in mind that for this battle, the fighters were composite. Jane and Toby had similar strength, being able to overpower foes bigger than them. They also had numerous weapons at their disposal, with Jane having some optional ranged weapons, while most of Toby's were mainly used for close-up combat. It is also true that Jane's senses counter Toby's stealth, but it hardly even mattered because he was too fast for her. It is also important to note that Toby has taken on foes who are superior to Jeff the Killer, who Jane has never beaten without dying herself. It is true that Jane has a healing
Only
factor
Slenderman
that
can
can
kill
regrow
him,
limbs,
far
but it
faster
can be
experience, more
overtaxed if she is
stealthy,
injured far too much.
similar strength and
And
intelligent,
this was the real nail in the
ranged
coffin.
weapons,
The
healing
composite version
factor,
of
wide
TICCI
arsenal.
Toby can only die if Slenderman wants him to, which sort of makes this battle a complete stomp in his favor. If we stuck with a specific version of these two, the outcome could have been different, but in a composite battle, Jane doesn't really have any reliable way to win. I hope the outcome of this battle didn't tick you off. The winner is TICCI Toby.
The next match about it, I already knew what it was, and I'm really happy about it. Against Jane and Jeff against Slenderman and TICCI Toby. Oh god, that won't be fair at all by any means. Did this actually get the 150 likes to do so? It didn't, thank God, because that would not be a fair fight. That'd be a fucking stomp. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!